call it research. But the minute you ask for a source, logic, or context, they fall apart every single time. You ever notice how everybody's intelligent until real intellect walks in the room? Or how everybody's a critical thinker until it's time to actually think critically? Then you see who's been studying the truth and who's just rehearsing opinions. You see, we live in a time now where intelligence is a trend. People don't study, they just scroll. They don't reflect, they simply react. They can memorize talking points from podcasts, memes, and then call it research. But the minute you ask for a source, logic, or context, they fall apart every single time. And that's because real intellect requires real world experience. How can you understand truth without pressure? How can you know wisdom if you've never been tested? And that's because experience, it humbles you. It teaches you that life don't move by theory, it moves by principle. You see, a man who's been broke, betrayed, or blindsided, but still got up and rebuilt afterwards, he thinks differently. He doesn't get high off of opinions. He's grounded in reality because he's actually lived the consequences of his own choices. You see, the problem today is that people like to confuse access to information with intellect. I mean, just because you can Google something doesn't mean you understand it. Knowledge without experience is like having muscle with no motion. I mean, you might look strong, but you can't lift the damn thing. And then the receipts are everywhere if you want to talk facts. Most people are not critical thinkers, they're confirmation seekers. A 2021 study shows that nearly 70% of social media users share headlines that they never read. Let that sink in. They don't even analyze the information, they just chase validation. And that's why misinformation spreads faster than facts do, because it feels good to the ego. Even the education system doesn't teach thinking, it teaches compliance. In 1903, when John Rockefeller funded the General Education Board, you can look this up. His goal wasn't to create thinkers, it was to create workers. And in his exact words, he said, I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers. So most people were trained to repeat what they're told and never to question it. Even history proves that real intellect is always attacked first. Just look at Malcolm X, a man with no college degree who could outthink professors, journalists, and politicians. They called him dangerous because he questioned their narratives. Or we can go back even further. You can look at Socrates. He was executed for corrupting the youth simply by teaching them to think. Real intellect has always been treated as a rebellion of some sort. That's because experience sharpens intellect like struggle sharpens your character. The man who's been homeless, betrayed, oppressed, but studied and reflected through it, he gains a type of discernment that no textbook can give. He learns how people really move, how systems really work, and how emotions can be used to manipulate you. That's what you call wisdom through warfare. And because of that, look at the culture now. We got people quoting psychology terms like gaslighting, trauma, and narcissist, but never read a fucking psychology book in their life. They just use buzzwords to sound intellectual. That's not critical thinking, that's just emotional vocabulary dressed up as intelligence. I know the difference. Or you can even look at politics, how everybody's woke until the truth offends their favorite party. Then suddenly, logic don't even matter no more. They say, do your research. But what they really mean is, find something that agrees with me. Tell me I'm lying. That's not critical thinking, that's tribal comfort. Hell, you can even look at religion. People can quote scripture, but not the context. They cherry pick scripture to defend their lifestyle instead of transforming themselves through it. That's why when a man who's actually studied, lived it, and applies it daily, Soon as he walks in the room, that's when everybody get quiet. Because divine intellect, it cuts right through the hypocrisy without raising its voice. You see, real intellect isn't emotional. It's about strategy. It doesn't debate for attention. It dissects for clarity, like I do on my platform. It's calm under pressure because it's been tested in fire already. And that's why the loudest ones usually know the least. They're trying to hide insecurity by being loud. A man with true intellect doesn't need to dominate a conversation. His presence does that just by being there. He's seen too much, he's learned too much, and he's survived too much to waste his time arguing with the blind. You can tell who's never experienced real struggle also, by the way, because they love to romanticize it. They like to speak on masculinity without having to lead. They talk about discipline without ever being tempted once in their life. And then they can quote God but never had to depend on him. Experience gives intellect its edge. That's why some of the wisest people you'll ever meet never set foot in a university. That's simply because life was their classroom and pain was their professor. You see, in Divine Separation, my platform, intellect isn't about showing off. It's about seeing clearly. It's about separating lies from insight, pride from purpose, and people who are followers from people that are actually thinkers. It's about understanding that most people don't hate intellect. They simply just hate intellect, hate what intellect reveals about them. You see, real intellect forces accountability. It makes people confront their ignorance, their inconsistencies, and their emotional reactions. And that's why real thinkers get labeled as arrogant, cold, or elitist. Because the truth, it doesn't stroke their ego, it simply exposes them. So when you walk in with real intellect, backed by study, struggle, and discernment, you don't just speak different, you move different also. You can see the deception before it even speaks. You can sense the manipulation before it unfolds. And then on top of that, you stop mistaking being loud for knowledge, because it isn't. That's divine intellect. Intellect that comes from God, logic, and application. Not your pride, not your college degrees, not online approval. Because everybody's intelligent until real intellect enters the room. Everybody's a critical thinker until they're faced with actual critical thinking. Let that sink in.
Salute, 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 great one. I came across this information, divine separation. I hear him said that's his platform. I forgot find it, check it out, subscribe to it, and whatever support, share him information. That's where I truly I got have to make an effort to do. So again, we say, salute, good brother. I love how you express yourself crystal clearly. And for most people, why my art look like it like me a balance. Yeah. To most people, them think in a school you have to go for acquire all of these things. I'm a say, boy, our intelligence is divine. However, some people out there are trying to explain who I am. I'm going to keep on ask why that is, You have other people who encourage you to hide yourself. I don't know what that is all about, really. Now we say only the unvalidated, the scammers, and the frauds are those that hide. If righteousness exalts a nation, then it is obvious that the corporation known as Jamaica is an unrighteous country that will never be a nation. I man go on to say a man at war is always fighting for peace. Because if you got a war, you are war for the war end, so peace come, or whatever it is, so peace comes, so you dominate whatever you destroy or whoever you got to war with. So again, a man at war is always fighting for peace, while the man at peace can only maintain, secure, and preserve said peace. Our advocacy is organic freedom only. Our sincere gratitude for the support of our truth. And I man said, Mr. Babylon, I am not hiding. Here is an invite. And we'll throw some number out there. We'll throw a cash up out there. Non-monetized platform. We have what that would be now. The MoneyGram, Western Union information, and we go down. But I go back to say our intelligence is divine. It's always been that way until it was usurped by the Roman Catholic Church over there in the Eastern Hemispheric region. And then them carry the nonsense over this side. So when this brethren here share this information, I just love it. I'll probably try play it out again. So I have it cataloging on the YouTube area. I may have to go find him platform. Because people just think they know everything. A man like me, I am a neophyte. Me a beginner. Yeah, man. I'm not going to purport to know everything. I can't. Because I don't know everything. This is why I work with the basic when you know. Yeah, man. I work with a little information when I ascertain for myself and present it. And from me, I look for information out there from that time till now. I realize that boy, on paper, we have been invaded, colonized, and enslaved, literally. This is why I say, if you go on the road, a policeman might just see you know, if you do nothing at all wrong, but a man feel like him have the authority to see you and stop you and talk to you or inquire where you're going, what you're going to do you have any pass or papers? This is the Nazi era. This is what I'm learned from the Germanic people, the people who invade German and take it over and start create this kind of energy, the Holocaust and genocidal kind of energy in the earth. There is no man for come talk to you without him presents about him have contract which give him permission or authority to talk to you. And them information I might me bring. I saw me demonstrate my intelligence. You understand? And this is why I like when the brethren you step forward and chant out there for others can hear what I go on, because a lot of people jump out and talk. And I keep on and say, if them not credible, lick them not them face, lick out them teeth. Yeah, man. Strip them naked and beat them, because them not credible. One of the questions I ask is, why is freedom taboo? Really? Because I say people totally ignore the cause. And then we debate, then we argue, then we go to war over the effect, which is only the consequence of the cause. So them ignore the cause and create a brand new narrative. Yeah, man, a brand new paradigm. A brand new thing where them can only see the consequence where them exist in or the effect where them exist in and them stay right there and them argue all kind of point. The politician. And me I say, it's the system, the political system, not just the politician. Without the political system, there'll be no politician. Problem solved. Now, the Labour right government hear me talk them thing many moons ago, long time ago, years ago. So this is when them start looking at the constitution and try implement this thing what them call republic. So them not have an answer to no overseas checks and balance. When them a republic now, them say them totally dominate and govern everything. Now, the people were unaware of a really have an issue. Anything where the politicians say, the people are going to have to do because it's compelled performance. However, within the Constitution, there is called a Bill of Rights or Fundamental Rights and Freedom Charter. And that document associated with the UN Chartered Rights. And this is why I must say our people have to get out of the local citizenry and place themselves at least on paper on an international level, where the domestic area become void. However, when I say it this way, I know say boy, it now got just practicable, or you can just whoop go out there and just snap a finger like that. I just think it gonna happen that way. I just people with knowledge are gonna just rearrange them thinking and move away from the nonsense where they're there and create something different. Establish something different. Because laws are in place and people choose to circumvent the laws. When you talk about constitution, most people say, hey, like, all right. Long story short, I pass through TikTok. And a couple invite me, see people will invite me. I want to slide through to listen to the conversation. For me, it's shallow. Because nobody there can purport themselves as sovereign. None. Them will talk nonsense, but them can't prove nothing. So I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to get involved in a people group chat when, you know, for one, under the same energy, under the same level, I'm not going to resonate with these people. Because as I said, it's all about your cognition. You understand? And a man like me will discover certain things and make an effort to put information in place to qualify anything what me I got set pertaining to what me I try to do. A long time I do them thing, yeah? Implement these things. So when we said this is what go on for I, we have the record for validate it. When we are service the organic record, the people have to look upon the information before them place it. If anybody did have any kind of problem with information or place out there, them had that chance within a year and a day to at least challenge the information in order to ascertain clarity. When that is not done with you know, the thing is official as law. Certificate of fact is law. And that is on the lawful de jure side. However, the political system or the system where we say operate out there is in a de facto capacity, meaning it is not lawful, but if you agree for it to be law, then it can be so. Them really operate on contract law. And them thing are the clarity where our people have to try to get. It make no sense to sit for years a debate the politician and the politician's action when you're totally unaware say the document said them can only attain authority by way of the consent of the people. That's why I say the government of Jamaica hear me express myself clearly. No say me have documents placed on the public record, organic record. So them know say boy when me I say me is a sovereign man, me is a free man, me is this and me is that. Them know once them carry me in them court, me can validate all of what me I say easily, and whatever case them I bring against me, it I got fall mute, void, it I got done. All them I got try do I deplete my resource, deplete my energy, waste a lot of my time, and then try to use might and set them right in order to bully I into submission. But them realize now that is an impossibility. Because I am he, I'm not I. And they are in I public from that time till now. Yeah, man, from about 2016, 2017, me I get a lot of little informational trouble in a YouTube. Yeah, man, and then when them take from a vehicle now, 2019, that's when I open up a platform and say public. And my advocacy of freedom, freedom only. You understand? Freedom in and freedom in. However, me understand, say, we have to go through a process. But because I'm on a true sovereignty, there is no process there for a free man. There is process there for the slaves. So me have to create my own process, create my own way. That's why I'm telling you years ago, say I am using a machete. Yeah, man, me I use a machete and chop out my way. Babylonian ones would say it's unorthodox. They don't know about that. You're not supposed to when you're Babylonian. You're not supposed to when you colonize. You're not supposed to when you're enslaved. It's above and beyond your paradigm. That's why we share information so we can bring people up to make them know. Say it's okay to ask questions. Who, what, why, where, when. And then he asks how. That's okay, you know, break the law. My advocacy for freedom now violate absolutely no law, neither the man-made laws nor the organic laws of nature. We now violate no law. That's why we choose truth as our anchor. And that's why I call them thing a philosophical reasoning. But we just, all our energy and we just chant this way without the classroom setting and the book and paper and a lot of look here, look there. No. I'm on share information, we go to your core. And whether you like it or not, once you hear it, it's there. I place it in your. So if 10 years from now, it will activate, just know there is a seed that is planted, and that seed is truth. This is why, again, we say we are all free. But because ones are colonized, their perception is flawed. So they not see themselves as being free. And that's why all conversation out there are the conversation about the, politics where you see out there. The political wars internationally and the political issues domestically. That's all out there. And then the truth is right there, unmoved, unchangeable. But too much distraction. Too much distraction. You're not going to gain access to the truth if you're not align yourself with truth. And that's most people problem. When the truth manifests itself, them expect it to come with entourage, tambourine, a lot of, noise. Now, when the truth comes plain and simple, oh gosh, them are going to debate you and ask, how can that be the truth? You know what I mean? And it's only when you discover that the earth is already been out of course and I like something where I go happen in the future. Yeah, it already tear up and mess up and spoil up long time ago. This is why I chose to live now. The now time sense. That's not past tense or not present tense, because the present tense of future. And past tense is just that past. So what about where I am now? Babylon not teach you these things. That's why the language, so it has a perverted, because them a teach you the adverb verb nonsense. They use an English language where they use a gematria. So when you syntax the grammar, you can find some kind of mathematical order. Them ignore these things. Our people not have them kind of meditation there. This is why I say with intelligence divine. We're not for going on a university, we're not for go waste the money in a private location. All we have to do is choose to apply ourselves. And everybody are gonna have the time to do that. People are gonna have other, aspirations. So them are gonna work and build up them small fortune. And then now, them say them have a money for push out for pay you will spend all of the time and learn these things. You go have ones when now go have a problem and say, see a strength your man, cause me no have time to go sit down and study like you and them things where you talk, me and learn it and it have changed my life, so see a strength yeah. That we can always appreciate. Cause we do the very same thing. We see ones have them things and we just send them strengths very same way. Why? A support. Now, majority of ones out there are the scammers. This is why I'm saying, if they're not credible, then the joke will be on you. Because you're going to make a man where has never been into a court. I'm going to tell you about court process. Who is the silly one? Where is that man's validation? How you never go in a court and you're going to try to tell me, say, I should do this and do that. And you're not an attorney with a bar member card. The bar member, what them call license, there's no such thing. It's just a bar member card, like if you go join union, them give you a card, and just like when you're a citizen, then give you a piece of paper, say birth certificate, this is your proof that you're a part of us. So there is no attorney who have no license, so them a practice law per se. It's just them, you just say them association. That's why when a man like me go in a court, the attorney them we always have issue because them know them not have no standing to speak when the living man is there. Now them can only make an effort to administer the piece of paper and them are gonna need our consent and we're not gonna give them that either. We not give them no consent, them not have no consent, them not have no authority. So everything what them do, it's called slavery. White slavery. Because them say them big bad and mighty, them have all of the resource to rage war against we. But a man like I, here zero, I rather go to war with a bow and arrow than be enslaved and live forever on my knee. I rather go to war with my bow and arrow against them industrious war machine. I will go to war with my bow arrow against them aircraft carrier and them Delta Force operators. And my bow and arrow and my machete and my big knife. And that me I go war with. So when I know me I lose, in a phone eye, them say, boy, I sure lost that for that they suffer. That Indian they gonna get scalped. And in my mind, me I say my glorious victory this. And that it is my glorious victory and my escape. Yeah, to where I'm deriving from. Only on my terms, not on my needs. You understand? No, man. That's why we try to apply ourselves for ascertain the basic information we can help with to think critically, not to be led like we are sheep. And watch me now. I'm confident on my credibility because when you're looking on my platform, you're going to see some information where not everybody talk like how I talk, and not everybody share the perspective what we bring forward, and nobody have done what we have done. Nobody now make this kind of effort. Every single one out there asks permission. Yeah, man. In a de facto capacity from a de facto entity. That's where them ask permission from. Because them now pay attention to the cause, what started, and when the change met. This is why at one point their constitution speak about sovereign people. Them document spoke about sovereign people. And through the passage of time, you know, hear nothing more about sovereignty. It's only the foreign entity that can claim sovereignty. All they can hear now is citizenry. And most of the unlearned people now comprehend so them are talk about contractual obligation, where they can demand, compel performance. How it's cool. Never go in and go learn this. None. What me just express, not exist in a curriculum nowhere on earth. You get it in some private areas, but you won't get the breakdown this way. Impossible for you to get the clarity this way. Remember, you know, we walk through their adversity and fire. That's even when them are come with them adversity now and them fire, it can't do nothing to it. It just embolden with, it empower with, so them stop. You understand? That's how it's going on. Because truth are going to naturally prevail, and good are going to always prevail over evil, naturally. Nature set that way. Good are going to naturally prevail over evil. So it's always up to the ones them to choose whether I want to do good or bad, whether I want to be a slave or not, whether I am a proud citizen or I am a proud sovereign who separate and distinct things, who separate and distinct arena, approach, paradigm. That's totally different. Most people try and mix the two and that's how it becomes problematic. Most people not comprehend the separation and that's how it becomes confusing. Yeah, man. All you have to do is have your claim, no, say, boy, what belongs to you is yours. Now, if the government say them have an interest, tell them to validate them interest. Tell the agent to validate their claim. No presumption here. Now, if you not have document like what me I talk about, or you know, express yourself this way, then the government have no other option but to make an assumption that you are that legal entity, that citizen, that slave. You are that registered person. Let me say it that way. God, them only can interact and interface with a registered legal person or legal entity. And them kind of clarity I will bring. Now, if they are them can I bring some basic clarity this way, then we can always get involved and be a part of all of those things. But when me go across people things, especially in the Twitter area and things, when me hear the people them talk, me nah go can just jump in and get involved. Because again, as I say, a different level out there. And my level and the item level. And the item level is not my level. You understand? So it got really confusing when I come in for them thing. And me start talk, them I go look for me like me is a madman. So I'm not bother waste them time there. I just share my information in our basic location and take my time go through. We don't have nothing for proof. We don't run a race. What we want is clarity. Yeah. Accuracy. That's it. And we just stay in our truth. And we just take our time go through. Yeah, man. So, you know, for most ones and ones out there, them are always look for the glamour and the glitter. Yeah. And ignore the truth. And I think that is okay. Because sometimes, I know who you start with, you end up with. As them would have said, you have ones where start the journey, but them have the perseverance to maintain. While you will have the weaker ones, them where ones would have said, them ones are not going to really make it, because them never bright enough. And those are the ones where forge them way through. Yeah, man, and it all come down to clarity. And anybody, you know, for be now educated this or no, uptown that or no, downtown this or no, urban that or no, rural this, are the same intelligence out there. Are just the frequency of ones and ones depend. And as you apply yourself, as you align yourself, then you just naturally you're gonna get, you know, the clarity, and then you're gonna express yourself that way clearly. But in a time like this, intelligence like mine, like how you see other people will express themselves without the formal institution of learning and their promotion, then you're gonna get a fight. And this is why we love truth, because irrespective of how you fight truth, it not gonna change truth. It can't even dent truth. It can't move truth. Truth remain the truth. Excuse me. And then the lie will always be a lie, even if the entire world believes it. So we love our philosophical reasoning. We love our past through. We love just, you know, share them basic chant, yeah, and we give thanks. Now, I can feel good when I'm there on my live now and me all a chant, I share information and me not no view until later, 1 hour, 2 hour, you know, by the time you look, my thing normally running at the 30 views. When you see it go over that, that's probably some nonsense. I might just go on with myself and people find that interesting. But you will always find a little core about 10, 20 people who will always find interest in this kind of information. And you see them people, I probably can deduce that these are the ones who will put some like on the information. So that's how we cut it again to about 9, 10 or 11 people. And then we can cut it even again to say, boy, probably 3, 4, up to about 7 people you might can find were really sincere. And that is more than enough because you only want 4. Only 4 of us is a quorum, we can do a whole bunch of things. Babylon now gonna make you know these things. You understand? But people have a way to pretend for want to be a part just to satisfy them ulterior motive. And when time comes to step up and you say, yeah, we have to renounce it from the citizenry, that's when everybody put up them handbrake and them start running in other directions. Literally. Them will never talk the truth. That's why I can't say me there from that time I share information. Because when I start out as a sovereign like how I am. And as we go along, we incorporate the association, the society, and the nation. So it goes, so you build, you start as one and build the gathering. But when the people come along and them see the information and it's so fresh, everybody just decides so them can do their own thing, and that's what them did. A lot of people when them come in my thing, when I had a group, I don't have a group chat, I don't have no group, not at all, nowhere, and I'm not a part of anybody's group chat or anybody's group thing. Me not associate like that. Me not find a way we conducive to what me I deal with, where me can say me gonna be a part of them group to sit down and learn anything. Me not find nowhere like that. So I mean now I gonna really get, for do the fancy things and what more sound or do. It's like me there and hear them I say this Yamed. Yamed. And the Prime Minister wife, the people them a call Yamed, And me I say I work but through most of the things that my man will miss out on locally. So apparently, Sammy Bowler, Anna me king. Apparently, in a parliament, somebody called the Prime Minister. Boy, I have to go look for that clip on YouTube, because I'm going to have to play it, because that's just, I'm going to just drop off of my chair a lot. Because you can't go in a parliament and call the boss, Yamed. Yeah, no, or something else, yeah. But in a global production, yeah, man, platform I'm share, because I'm mind, I'm comfortable when I pass through them location there. Yeah, the platform itself, them not as hostile as when me used to go in at some location and me have to just gun them down. And the moderator them up full. Yeah, man. And the brethren Wayne, when I know the man personally, I just like how him bring him information to me, him impartial, because me know say if PMP didn't have power, him look like him would have burned the same fire on the PMP, all when him a PMP, or if him a labor right. So me kind of like that energy there. You have other unbiased platform where we don't have a problem with neither. But when me feel comfortable, I just me will hang on. And so me not gonna disrespect you until you disrespect me. The moment you make that error for disrespect me, then I can choose for reciprocate. But if me in your house, I'ma probably make a mess and you got this me, I'm probably not bother this in your house. Me probably tear up your in your group chat. Yeah, like anyone in your group chat will violate and tear that mess, but me not gonna disrespect the platform host. I'm there in your yard, I'm there in your house. I'm not going on no man platform and be rude before someone come out and turn on mine and challenge them like that. I some stay and brawling. And when I send the energy out there, anywhere them there in the earth, it's like a rearrange the location there. I'm gonna know that. But me never just got no. Like how someone that's coming in a platform and just feel like they can disrespect you when they can just block them. End of story. Yeah. We have platform we're out there where share information, we're helpful. And the local thing, them I know them money they are foreign and know so much thing locally, and the local people them have to I look to them for some of these clarity. Most of the local information, if on my view, me I talk about the criminality, I not gonna really know about it. I not gonna lie. Because I'm not a criminal, I'm not a politician. You understand? And the politician and the criminal is synonymous. I one and the same. So when I look on these platforms, at least get some ideas. Because I'm staying in a paradigm where I always, I chop out a way, not just for me, but just make a pathway. Right now, I have a pathway. When I just start a peer bush, until I make out a pathway. Right now, is a 4-lane highway they are provide to freedom, literally. Yeah, man. Paradigm shift brawling, where it's up to you to stay a slave. What's coming, you know? Most naga can deal with it. Most naga can escape it. Impossible. And I know probably just me and probably a few other people you have said grandfathered in when it comes on to your information. You structure your information out there before the corona and before them change up them birth registration form where the government totally control these people. That's why I say them can presume or them can assume to think them have authority over a man like me, but me know say when I blow a guy head off or lift off a guy head, nothing now come out of it. And I know I can lift at least 15 easy. And if I shooting, yeah, them never ever can move with. Really. And I man have them authority there. Me not get them authority there from no politician. Them not gonna give it to me. Why them not gonna give it to me? Because he's not a man who can be used. That's why I not have no politician friend. Now if me have money for waste or for invest, would have a lot of entertainer friend. Cause every entertainer always before them boss, them name out everybody else. That's why I not play that game with some of them low IQ people. Because them will trick you as a little young producer with a little bit of money. And when them eat out your money and get somewhere, so them switch and leave you bankrupt. And then some brand new gay sodomite have them and get rich. You know, a different thing are going out there and people act like they're blind to it. That's why I'm saying intelligence not sell a shop. And intelligence not necessarily come out of these universities, because we are look at the people that come out of the universities who are supposed to be intelligent, and them are the top criminal out there. And them are the silly people out there where government tell them, come and take this vaccine. And the government will tell them that the agent is not a medical practitioner. And these silly university people run the tech vaccine and then hear them after, oops, I never know. And listen to me, people. When this new year come in and Babylon said brand new vaccine because them have some kind of outbreak because of the hurricane, listen, all of these low IQ intelligent dons want to take vaccine. Can't help it. Now, this is why I'm not go popular, because I taught them kind of truth. You understand? I'm not go popular. And listen, you have a problem with it. Yes, sir. So a freedom of the advocacy. Anything else and everything else are probably bonus. You know what I mean? And the moment you assimilate the political system, what I'm call government, anything where you propose is nonsense. Bro, you talk about your own slavery, your own colonization, and the sad thing is you do it willingly, you do it voluntarily. The government now put a gun to your head and say, hey, you better bow down to me. And if them try that, tell them boss it, and that is it. But you're going to bow down to some other guy. Why? Because you're not the truth. And when you do get truth, you're not a vertebrate. You're a yellow-bellied coward. So when I talk one way and talk intelligence and talk and talk and talk, and then you say, what you do? Absolutely nothing at all. You don't even express your right to travel freely without the licenses. This not apply to commercial operators operating in the public for profit or gain. You know what I mean? In business or commerce. It not apply to you folks. It apply to the average people who have got work and come home. I got a store and I got a shop. And them force you people licensed and registered and just take a lot of money from you. On the island here, I remember when the government of Jamaica supposed to pay back the people and by way of the Road Traffic Act one whole lot of money, and that just blew away. I remember when the government of Jamaica said there's a storm coming. Everybody who have car at the impound should go and pick up their car. Who remember these things? And those acts were unheard of. How we have hurricane now and here, the government make them kind of order that anymore. Why is that? This is why I say our intelligence divine and my platform open. And I have a problem, I say. So the invite here, if a man choose to try to challenge my intelligence, a man is welcome, because I'm telling them not play. When you come with respect, oh God, I shower you with absolute respect. I reciprocate. And when you come with disrespect, oh gosh, I decimate your spirit. I make all the mother we're bringing into the world of a womb ache instantly. And see if she's dead, she turn in our womb, turn in that grave. And then energy there. Yeah, and a tit for tat, is just the mirror. If you come with love, you get absolute love. When you come with hate, you get absolute hate. We now beg no friend. What we have, we call it treasure. It's priceless. What we have, or what we not see nobody else a share out there. What we have, and not where Babylon can just stick with up and take it from we. And when we share with the item, the same way you're gonna place it, it become a treasure. Because you're gonna keep it right there. Right in on. No guy can take it from you. A policeman pull you over and you said X, Y, Z, him not gonna have no problem with you. And if you want you go down to the police station for clarity, you don't, you just comply lawfully. You just comply lawfully, but you can't comply without expressing to him what it is before. So when he take you down to the police station and I go lock you up or do anything at all, him I go have information in him hand where you already presented. He never can escape it. Because the very first thing we're going to present these ones is, please, do not trespass. And them are going to trespass anyway. But this is called evidence of a contract where it's a binding. It's binding contractually. Because I got to say it clearly. If you choose to trespass, you shall be held liable. Now, if you get authority to move forward, it cannot be construed as trespass. But when you don't have no authority, a trespass. So we now have to go down in and nothing, we just stop it right at the get-go. Right at the first instance. Police, you can't pull me over and talk to me without me in a contract. Police, you can't pull me over and assault me and unlawfully arrest me and imprison me and take away my automobile and then you just totally discard my property and throw me out on a system and then say it's okay. No law, none of that stuff. This is why a man such as I have the absolute authority to preserve with existence by all means necessary. But you're not going to jump out there and do it until you can prove, say, he's a free man. When you can validate, say, he's a sovereign man, it's a whole different thing. It's impossible for you to listen to me or talk this way and then you think, say, what applies to me applies to you. Impossible. Really? Impossible. You'd have to ask me, what did I do to secure such a capacity as sovereignty? And then we share that with you, and you go do the same thing. Then, and only then, can say, boy, you're aligning yourself with me. I remember freedom of the advocacy. Not finance. freedom of the advocacy. But again, nobody now gonna know this, because nobody now gonna teach it. How can you teach it if you're not free? And when we look out in the YouTube world, I'm the only man I advocate this kind of freedom. I'm the only man where I express the fact that I'm free and I can prove it. Now, I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? Because we still have a day and I take the time I build and I go through it. But what I'm confident is that there is no next man out that can presume or assume them have no authority over me. That's what I'm confident of. The man now can see me with my property and tell me say, boy, it belongs to the government of Jamaica. You understand? And yes, the government did say, all who have car at the impound, come and get it. And I never get it because I don't know my thing. I don't know my situation. And money do everything. As we talk about money, boy, Jamaica one little crisis place, and most of the people, especially the people where just crab up, them can't change. And I always hear me talk about my computer, and I tell you, say, I go over the big mall, check them long time ago, and blah, 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 blah. And next to the taxi bread, you know, meet. Him like the energy and say, boy, I want to ray and give me a strength, and I want to ray, and take my computer and go give some computer place, Genie over big mall, and them have it for about 3 weeks. Me have to step up a thing and say, what I go on? They must say 30,000 for whatever. People, I take my time and I look here and look there. Salute my Lord, salute King, salute my Lord, yellow. I'm going to find a location of a Arden Road. And when I call the people and them say, yeah, them have it and yeah, me can come in and get it done right away and whatever. However, it's true, I have my toolbox for just take my time get there. I have to find a cab car. I call my warrior, he never up. And I don't know the location, so I'm not going to walk out and say, because say, which bus for go here, so I'm not going to know that. I'm not going to do that. So I'm have to spend some money and jump in a cab and get to the location. And remember, I want to get to the location before 4 o'clock. I mean, they're on the road from 2 o'clock. I must about 2:30, so a little almost 4 o'clock before we get to the location to traffic stay out there. And then it did rain, so that kind of tear up in that area. But what impressed me is that I'm going to the location, I'm not gonna lie. I think the second best service me ever experienced on the island. The first one I went my neighbor, they put on me our logo from a pro box back window. The brethren just say what him say and just do what him say. And I was impressed. Very same thing as my guy in, the man them asked me for the thing, in the unit, and the man come out, the man show me the new screen and tell me the difference and if it might work or not work, I would really appreciate that. And less than 10 minutes, people, I think done, you know. I was in and out of that. I could have called but the taxi man and say, yo, don't left too far, you know, come back, come pick me up there. Because my thing done. Now the only problem I have, my screen perfect, but I realize that there is the mouse pad where I have there. So a little area there look like me have some kind of defect there. Now I have to use a touch screen, and when I touch that area, so I have to call the ones. So I just going to try get back up there. Probably tomorrow. Call them first and explain, and if them say them can't do anything, but just get back up there and just come like a location there. Plus, he might direct me to our next location where I can get a printer, old printer where a sister did left with me. I probably can get that fixed and I not have to rare with. I don't think nothing wrong with it, you know, I just never use it yet. But when I like it, it's service. So through it, I can scan on every little thing. So opposed to try get a new thing where I got to service of that now. If that a itch, we still just get a knife to go on same way. And all of these things are the process. And when a situation could have been a simple 1, 2, 3 thing, brethren, when inconvenience kick in, then it multiplies the complications, put it that way. Yeah, man, it make a little 1 hour trip become a 1 whole day, and you're just depressed. Because when you're going to leave now a rain, and it's just a good thing when we step out is, as I step out in the rain, because even the girl them say, yo, your computer go wet up, because through me come out so quick. Me so excited. Me I say, where I said, I never get them service before. In fact, at $24,000 I end up spend opposed to $30,000 or Portmore people and did that charge me. I'm in no Portmore, the place of Portmore and nonsense. When I go, yo, Big Mall need for blow up and refurbish, but I'm not gonna say much. Big Mall come like a old flea market. Yeah man, if me have nothing for do and I can get in the town, I just going on to the night town. Yeah man, and a little fancy place them around here, so them not necessarily have what you need. So yeah, sometimes you have to just dig through the rubble to find where you want, but it's dead. Because you have good people on the island with do good service and them do good work and them not scheming like some of the. That's why when you go to a certain location, just look on how the place there and when you see the settings, if it chuck up and pack up, you just know a nonsense place. Then chuck up and pack up, not for them on the front where everybody can see. If they're in a warehouse and you have your area that's look one clean way, a proper professional. Yeah man, matter of fact, me I talk about the place and I will call the people and business name to give them an energy. First, me call this place that CETAS Limited. I want to see if I find them abbreviation. Because some, and I want to tell you, Facebook, I see them thing come like the computer, them hear me say I want this. I'm going to see the advertisement that's come up from my Facebook. When me talk, I want a printer, I'm going to see all kind of different like a printer advertisement that come up. So I know them plug in for within people. Now, the place where I talk about, I think it is AI's computer, ALS, laptop specialist and author. That's what it is. ALS, laptop specialist and author. Then they're over Arden Avenue. Yeah, man. ALS, laptop specialist and author imports. And them location are 7-9 Arden Avenue. Arden Emirates Unit, Kingston 13. So far, Kingston 30. Something go on at Jamaica. When me a little boy, Kingston, me know Greenwich Farm was Kingston 13. Greenwich Farm are one now. Greenwich Farm are not in a Kingston. It's not St. Anthony or I have to find out them things. Because me used to remember, me used to live at 28 Fifth Street, Greenwich Town, Kingston 13. And some used to write my address. Yeah. West Indies. And when me used to write letter to my grandmother when me, even in the 80s and 90s. A Kingston 13, but look like it changed, because I don't know. Man, them around for rearrange the constituents to them. Salute the kings. Yeah, man. But yeah, man, the truth is that, I just we have to align myself a certain kind of way and support the ones them where I deal with the information where we are deal with. A man like me, sovereign is a one-away thing. I probably 1, 2, or 3 kind of way would have depend on the island and choose. Everybody else probably hear me and I learn them things. Most of them under the maroon umbrella. Others just create them own Moorish thing and I do them thing, but I think it's okay for we do our thing. And I man just do my thing. Yeah man, and my thing organic. And my thing we can express it. I don't have no information secret. I don't have no information I hide. I don't have a problem when I post my information and say, yes, I'm there, and this me I do, and this is how me I do it. I don't have them problem there. I'm not criminal, I'm not fraudster, I'm not gangster, I'm not afraid. You understand? It's an honor for me if I can express myself this way. You just not understand that. From me a little youth and live and get little sense and come up and come up. Me never get to talk like this. When I talk like this, I must information I share with a little group like when I said 1993. I sit down in a school I mean, Clinton High School in the Bronx. I never Evander we have played. Them time everybody have played on Clinton. All when it snow, we go clean off the snow off of the ground. And I play ball in a snow, like nothing at all. The ones them were no. So I remember from them time there, man, we chant and we see a little crowd, we get a beer, ones were way older than me. Just surprised at, the information we will find ourselves with. And I always talk about it. That was the day my twin brother looked for me and said, little, with a shock, like, where you learn them thing there? And when him I said that, me know, me got Tivoli, me I done one. Me not pass no kind of exam, me not pass nothing at all. Tivoli just let me through them sorry for me. Yeah man. Him are the one that pass all exam, everything in pass, KC, everything. But when me speak, your crowd get around. And when my brother said, bigger say, yo, wait. The only thing we could have do is just laugh and say, me I give you some information, man. And just give him a big envelope with a whole heap of information. Yeah, man. So the most I choose who him choose, and sometimes the most I use some simple people, some little common people like I. Yeah, man. When I come out of them bourgeois war, but with bloodline, ancient, and the bloodline, a royalty. My one is express, and I like everybody will say, well, yeah, we are king, and when you're looking at them bloodline, them name not attached to no castle nowhere. All of them are come out of peasantry. Now, when you hear Dallas, there's a castle attached there, it means something. Even when we have a whole heap of Dallas get caught in the peasant area, me I tell you, some of my bloodline will go through it, is the Rasta. Some of my bloodline go through it like a we crucify Christ, believe it. Yeah, man. But it's not all of it. And the ones that will choose to apply themselves really rise above and beyond all others' expectation. Usually that's why we always say, no give up. Yeah, man, it's not over until it's over, so don't give up. Just align yourself with truth out there. That's all it is. Yes, I. Where's that? White is right and black is light. And out them king. Boy, one thing. A long time and I say, oh, sorry my lord, sorry my lord. Oh God, sorry my lord, forgive me. Boy, I never even realized that I did it. The eye still out there? Global. Yeah, global did pass through from a put him up on thing, but boy, I'm there a chant and never around there and miss it, Anyway, I give him back a touch. Don't know. That's why it'll link warrior. Anna McCain, my just a sister, you jump in for pass through upon the live, Jump back through no warrior before me jump out. Forgive me, my lord. Me now pay attention to that area there, Yeah, more times some warrior will pass through and have all that energy for share, you know. I don't want to seem like I dismiss the warrior. Yeah, man, John Odell. Global concept. Forgive me, my lord. My sister, you kind of drum through. Yeah, and next even on out there, I can really, yeah, because I really would mind I chop it up with the eye. Yeah, man. And see it, the man said, Global Concept, Oliver, LLC. So you know, so him a talk about a corporation, and you hear him a say House of Dalches, Yalches. Boy, look like you have found Dallas in a different way, my lord. Mine, you know, king. You better bring the certification of the last name there, so we validate it. Or is that just a name where you create? Yeah, man. Anna me king, we always have fun when you pass through. Forgive me, my lord. Jano. A long time, I not see Joel Jaguar in a people. Yeah, man. A lot of the ones them where would have freely pass through and rape, me now see them no more in them. That's why you see me rearrange up my thing and just say, boy, I don't forget, say when me start my thing, I never in a crowd. Why I wanna do? I don't forget. I don't forget, say when I look out and see me out here, I do my things that I never dream of doing. When I couldn't conceive out there for myself. When I forget. That's why I rate Joel Jaguar say, yeah man, I rate a lot of the warriors them out there where at least make the effort to step up. I rate them. It's just that, as I have always said, the race is never for the swift, not even for I the strong. It's just for the warrior them what can endure, for the victorious end. Yeah man, irrespective of what it is, just for the ones them what can weather that storm. Yeah man, just for the ones them what can weather the storm, man. That's all it is. Anyway, or me and the warrior have to catch up again. John, oh, forgive me here, my warrior. Yeah, man. Forgive me, warrior, man. I'll pass through and catch up again. Anyway, the brave may fall but never yield, and we say bold and brave, firm and strong. Salute out there, warrior, Raekwon, hold them out there. Yeah, man. Joel Jaguar on the island out there. I don't hear from my warrior from Harbour Island. That's why I know, sir, when I talk, you know. When I talk, and I'm not normal, you know. I'm not born a warrior, because you're a good warrior out there, you know. Yeah, man. Harbour Island, you know. Sir Walters. Hold them out there. And I just know, sir, boy, I'm glad I don't know when I can look on the energy and see the energy and know, so when we talk, we not lie. That's, you know, when I can come out, you know, man. Yeah, man. That's no, so when we talk, we not lie, because we always put one thing for the pass through and come tell you, say, no, it never got so. You know what I mean? Here is a clarity. I can't play a game with freedom, man, and that most people I do. I don't know do that because I don't want to go through no adversity. I don't want to walk through the adversity where freedom entails, and I want somebody else walk through the fire so one can benefit. And then I don't want to even get the ones that where I walk through the fire the strength. I don't understand that. Yeah, man. Now, people will try link me and link me. I mean, I understand why them will try link me. Why not try ring my phone like I'm supposed to pick up my phone? If there is something to say, you can left a voice note and you can see for anything what important or my choose for. But I don't want to talk to you. You know, so I express that to you broad inside on a disappointment to the point where I just say, boy, give thanks, forgiveness, and I don't have no interest. I don't want to talk to you, Rasta. Yeah, man, but I'm not gonna know so there is some issues where my mate can aid or at least give some advice. If that's the case, then a voice note or something like that will give me clarity. But me no need to come talk about hi, hello, how you doing? What the fuck is that? Where the fuck were you? So why the fuck you think I need anything now? This is the problem me have with a lot of on sincere. The people are not sincere and will never be sincere, but millions of other people out there where are going to gravitate the truth and them are going to naturally sincere in learning about this aspect of true sovereignty, not the bullshit where them are teaching upon the mainland when it exists, only in our federal jurisdiction or play games with a parasitic Congress are riding like a donkey. Not that kind of sovereignty. You know, see how I say, brawling. I am sovereign. You can rebut it if you choose. But I know I won't lose. No, it's an individual thing. It can never be a group thing. It's just like freedom. Freedom is an individual thing. It's impossible for me assert myself as being free and you attach yourself to me and don't do the things then that I have done, but you want to purport yourself as being free. It's an impossibility. Don't do it. Don't listen to no gurus on YouTube and do those nonsense. Don't do it. Yeah, man, credibility of everything. And just like you're going to build a house, you have to can show, you know, the structure. So you have to go have a blueprint. And the blueprint are going to direct you to a location where, yeah, the engineer them say you saw a rock, so you can dig into the rock and create your foundation. So you think solid as that rock. Some me do it in a book. Babylon I go have to pray for me leave the earth, and all when me do, the documents my place in the earth I go live on perpetually. And that are the uniqueness. And when me do, the next guru not there to do it. Honor me king. Salute out the warrior. Yeah man, the next guru not out there to do it. Salute, boy, me I look on the time. I think I late. Today is Sunday. I don't know if you work on Sunday, my lad. I don't know it up. But pass through, the invite in there if you feel like, you know, me. Because next brethren in there, but I never see the invite. Same like, oh, you there and I think, and I come off of the thing and never know, so you there. So I'm not too free. More time, I'm up on different page, you know, and you know my computer. But me I work on the new one, you know. And it really, yeah, it really excites me when I see my computer light up and hey, I'm like, yeah, I go in judgment there, man. When I touch the thing and see it a flick, yeah, say what you know, but I get mad, but I just take a deep breath and smile and say, well, at least you have a brand new, you know, screen, so that's another issue. So we can fix whatever else and then, yeah. But yes, my Lord, we just there pass through, just to maintain our consistency I talk about, you know. Our intelligence is divine because people like to question. You have some people run out from challenge with. And not as if, you know, them can write our story. Until them run up in a man like me, but tell them brawling about them whoring mama. Because your mama have to be one of them kind of whore that, yeah, we entertain foreign sailor. For you come have the audacity for things so you can tell me, sir, me a this or me a that, and then you go send me out of order and me not have the behaviour. And me just repeat everything all over again. Tell you about your old mama, sometimes brawling, come free. Pussy, make we defend it right now. The slave can't go on like how me go on out there. None. Babylon running at your house and licking your face and say, apologize. Apologize now. Warrior, are you there? See that thing flick up, you know. Boy, I don't know. Alright, here I'm gonna do. Here I'm gonna do. Let me do this again. I want to get carried away and think of the thing I'm backward. Alright. Warrior. Honorable warrior. I see you hear me, so you just mute. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Honor me king. Honor me king. What going out there? Take the mic. You go mute. Oh. Alright. Now say a word, man. Yeah, cause me say he link early and thing, but you know what I mean? Yeah, me never there in the thing, my lord. Forgive me, you know? Yeah, man. We definitely can chop it up on another level, man. But yes, we are talking about intelligence what people like for question. And me always I say why? Why is it surprising that when we speak, you know, on a research where we are speak, on a validate where we say it's accurate, but then we still have doubt. Why is that? Because it now come from an area where most people were conditioned to accept as scholarly. Is that the case? Honor me king. I say a word, man. I say a word, man. I like the information where it shocked me the other day. Yeah, funny and thing, and yeah. Sister, you out there do your thing same way, man. A step by step warrior. Same way. But yeah, man, people like for questioning and going like, true, hey, you know, I have a university degree, so what you say nonsense. And me I look and I say, hey, check your people and with them university degree now and see if them are a proper slave out there. Ask any one of them how them feel. Ask anyone. All when them live up in a Beverly Hills and I drive Lamborghini. Ask them how them feel. Cause the moment them a go work, them a blood clot slave. Them is just a glorified slave. That's it. Are the people them where do not go to work, where employ all of these intelligent ones. Them are the one where I live both like the Donald Trump. Well, Donald Trump at work. More like him relative and him family and him good friends. These ones where exist on slave legacy. Them glorify and them create a bullshit institution of learning where colonize the people and indoctrinate the people and dumb them down and give them degree and push them out front and then on a surprise at the state of condition where we are looking for. Look at the society. Check all of who out there where say them are political leaders or rulers and just check them behavior. Check what the people must say about them. Cause I can't believe them I call the Prime Minister wife Yamed and Cowfoot. Hey, I dead with laugh Rasta. Cause I not get it. Oh, them look like she love eat yam. Cause that me I say no wait, be a yam she a eat, but them call her Yamed, I won't catch her eat so much yam. And when them catch her, I must yam and cow. Oh, I must that her favorite yam and cow foot. The Prime Minister wife favorite me. Like how we would have say what national dish are ackee and saltfish. Yeah, I think the Prime Minister, I think the Labour government are going to change it. The national dish are going to be yam and cow foot. And I don't know if yam have just head, or yam have body, or yam have foot with toes and fingers. But we better put it properly. national dish of yam egg and cow foot. Yeah, man, right now me a talking now, but me a tell you me a dead with laugh inside. I'm funny as hell, #1 comedian, but boy, me a tell you. Yeah, man, love it. Anyway, people, I'm out here long enough. You know, philosophical reasoning. Anytime we pass through, that's no say a comedy and, you know, you learn a little things and we entertain ourselves. We're going to stop taking it that serious. We realize that it's not that serious. All when them are dead out there, we not take it that serious anymore. No. We just go, you know, say, when we're free, this is how we're going, this is how it's supposed to be, this is what them choose, and we just go through. We not take it that serious, so we care of our life. You know what I mean? I try help ones when I give a fuck about you. I'm on not like that energy then. I don't want no more of that energy then. But I rather know say a man give me a strength when I know say I go lock where I trump in the bank and I can pitch that I'm pay up some debts and I can, you know, share something with somebody and me I do work and me I stress over the work but me I get paid for it so I can't complain. But me no want that stress the like me no man. People just don't understand. That's why I don't want a group chat. In fact, me I tell on a brawling out there, so I don't want no responsibility. I don't want it. It's not mine, it's yours. If you want help in our situation, prepare for pay for your fucking help. Stop going like you don't want people sacrifice themselves, them life, them estate, them house, everything for Uno, and Uno wouldn't put up nothing on the line for them. So I have to stop it, man, before I come out here and behave that way. Put a mirror in front of myself and look at myself. So man just have an energy when I want to ring people, bum buckler phone and go on like man fiance. Me I tell them a brawling say, but I'm not gonna do that. And I must have tell me, say, did you get the $1,000 that I sent, motherfucker? You're acting like I'm begging you something. I'm giving you $1,000. Then I respond and say, I'm very sorry. I appreciate it. And whop. I mean, no, you're not send it for nothing at all. So tell me what you need from me now. When I'm sending $100 and $200 and come with some rascal problem where not even psychologists nowhere can help. And when I fix it, and just disappear from me. Or when I switch from me. Or when I sit down and try negotiate, deal with federal agents against me. As if any bumbuckler federal government can talk to me. In a year, I'm going. In a year, I tell you, so the untidy Congress won't have in a United States have to backward them pussy them on a jurisdiction over me. Now, nothing what me I do. Not my society, not my organization, not no nothing. But here what them can do. Them will bully me. Yeah, but them now can't carry me in a court and beat me. But them will bully me. Them will draw a card and send them Delta Force agent out there for me. That are the US, you know. Or them will work with the British, yeah, and send for them like the fancy ones them out there for me. But I realize say, as long as I stay authentic and, you know, stay rooted and grounded in my truth, maintain my lawful capacity, I think it upset them, it pissed them off because now them have to protect me. All when them not want to, them have to protect me. Yeah, man, that's why I say Andrew Holiness. I got informed for me and then just run Andrew and say, Andrew, go one side. That man is above your capacity. You better not make him publish it. That's why I'm talk and go on, son. Police can run in my house and give me a talk. Andrew Holiness now go can tell me, say, tell him to apologize. Andrew no nothing like that can them think them possible. In fact, oh no, out there, unless you're not asleep. When I realize that the government of Jamaica ignore me after them fuck with me and embarrass them. When I realize that. When I realize that the moment the police recognize the sovereign man, like care much dirty in my walk with, him have to back way and back down. When I realize that. I don't realize about in the military there where them have the black hat man where everybody afraid of. Them have a boss when know me. Really? And me are telling us others who as common people don't want the information, you know, we're free with. We don't want it. We don't want me act like me and so can get freedom. But want to remain a citizen. Want to give a lot of trouble out there and get in all kind of mess. And want to do it, not me. Me not have no stake in it. I've done nothing wrong out here. I'm no criminal out here. Me not convicted for nothing. The only time I get arrested at Jamaica I when I tell them I said send me a GP for 45 days. Yeah. Well, in the 1980s, I get arrested when that when a little pick me in a water for it. So that don't count. I forgot Spanish Town court and I one bag of me. And the police just let me out and say, you them a fight you for nothing at all. But when they let you out, make sure you cut them. So probably I set them that set me up for no, them kind of Jamaica never so wild for just want to get rid of it. Because me a little boy, I never had each other. So when I think them they just let me out for have me a walk, go about my business and then clap me away. I think I'm not like that. That was just a beautiful, big red police woman, Spanish Town, she did that. And me I tell you about 1988 or 89. One of them long time. Yeah, man. And the woman just let me out and me just cut. And when me and my mother, I don't remember which part was there, she just buy me a box of Kentucky. Hey, that's eat my Kentucky and come home as a little youth and say, oh, what that? We don't even know what the mess was that. Because when the judge asked me what go on, I tell the judge brawling, say, say, them provoke me, Your Honor. So I don't know what them are talking about. And me not get no trouble. And the Your Honor say, all right, just go around there, so go take your fingerprint or some fuck print. They said, don't make them take no fingerprint. Just go on about your business. And I know that lady retire right now. She probably there foreign. She's probably never remember this thing. It was so not natural, you know? But them can't fire that lady right now. The only thing I remember about the lady that I never like big round and fat, that's a thick lady. But she red. Yeah, man, a big, thick, red police woman. That's why I can't hate police in the context of what people would have said. Like, I just hate people. I can't do that. I detest the criminals, I detest the ones that were low IQ and can't read and impose some imaginary authority from people unlawfully. Those are the ones I detest. I want to hear me say, boy, we respect lawful public servants out there. We got always assure them that love, honor, respect, and protect them too if necessary. Yeah, but true, we are not criminal, and we now go engage in a criminality. Because if me have my herb, me are not criminal if I have my herb. You understand? And if me send them a country for go buy even £50 of herb from West, me know me not get no Westmoreland weed right now, unless them did have that herb long time and put it up. So me hear say beer board house there, Westmoreland and everything blow down. But if I man I go in the West go get in my £50 of herb, that's why I need one my pro box because I need one do something to show them Jamaican people what it is when them have jurisdiction and when them don't. Because I just show my £50 of high grade weed on my front. Well, mother put it on the back seat of the car. I wouldn't hide it. Well, mother put it in the trunk. But you don't smell up the whole car. I burn my spliff I drive to. I drive slow. I not race. I have to ride within the speed limit because I want to enjoy Jamaica. I stop everywhere. Every minute I stop and yeah. And a boy now go rob me. You could have bad like God. You can't rob me. When you meet me and I talk to you, you now go bother. You probably end up a guinea a thing. You now go bother want to rob me because you go realize you don't need for rob me. All you have to do is say, well, you tell me what you want. Because when you have it, you share that with you. What kind of robbery? You tell us, I don't know what your standard warrior. Where you say you need? How much money? Yeah, man. All of what me have, me can't give all of what me have, but me I give you a thing. Hold this. I want. I wish where you live. Come show me where you live, man. Let me see how we can help you. Yeah, man. The man got just rob me, man. Then the man I got almost excuse. You know, a man bad mind and want to do something and them just trick the whole world and say, I rob them, rob you, but a bad mind, them bad mind, you. Yeah, I must like that. That boy now go rob me. Why? Because me now rob no man Rasta. No man, me now rob man. Rather say, what, me a strength, no man. And a man give me a strength. No rob a man, boy. You must say mad. Mad. You know what that feel like, my lord, when you work hard for your thing and a man just come take it sometime, you don't even know how to get back that. How you say, man? That's why when a man a rob a man and a man kill the robber, you know, it's a rascal justice that, you know. Yeah, man. When a man a go rob you and you prepare for him, man, and bust off him head, man. Remember me tell you, man, the angel them sing for you. Or you catch the pussy. Yeah, man, you have to, and then you have a next side to it. You have some people who are hungry every day and show them not have the capacity to go do certain things. Them with thief, but them a thief food. You can't kill a man that will thief some food. He might thief some food to eat. Oh God, man. Don't kill him. Feed him. Give him something to do. And I bet you're not thief no more. But these people who are thief to get rich. Some of them rich already, you know, the fuck of them so rich, God, them have some expensive artillery. Them have some rotted rifle. Them have drive some Mark X and some Bosic. The boy them rich and them still a thief. You know, understand? If me a thief to get rich, I'm a thief and get rich, well, I'm not know me in a trouble because I can't thief no more. A be a thief and I come thief from me because I have to do business now. And when them a thief from me, I can't even open my mouth. No even complain to the police. But I say, boy, them mash me up. And then but God I go said to me, then oh, you did start here, babe. Not thief from everybody. So I want to go around, come back around. And it apply to even the Prime Minister. Right now, these people are going to exalt themselves and them are going dead rich. And them are going dead with all kind of things. But them are going to have offspring. And at some point, yeah, somebody going to have to pay. That's why I say, you know, you have to do what is right and know, say, you know, and that's sort of light there. You have to just move with the truth, you know, and keep it simple. And then if we choose to bother ourselves and get trouble, then we can't do that and suffer the consequence. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody have their own free will choice, apparently. So one's have to just choose to be free. Anyway, you know I love chat more time, you know, man. But again, philosophical reasoning. Boy, I'm share a thing with my daughter out there. I'm myself the director. Boy, my little daughter, well, I'm a bigger daughter. My next daughter, 14. She if your mommy talking at me, I have to catch up with her and tell her, so baby, slow down. I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. True me know, all we can do others. Yeah, realize many, many years ago when my children were young and I could always I say, boy, sometimes I not get to get along with the mommy them or we should. Never no violent, nothing, because I'm not engaged with them. People that shut me off, shut me out, cut me off, and just gone. Them no matter when my relationship, a woman would just say, I mean I love you so very, and fix yourself a card. Now woman would just say, you know, I'm not happy no more, so I'm cut and you have to just accept that. You know what I mean? You have a next situation where a woman would just show you certain patterns where they might show you them disinterest and them pull away from you and you ever see the patterns, you never can ignore it. And you just accept it and give them that room and let them go. And people operate that way because they must say, hey, this is money is a mad man, you know. And we don't want people to talk about say, he love me and he gonna do this to me and do that to me and do all of it. I think that's why my second daughter, mother, they tell me, brawling, hey, that lady that's, hey, brethren, man, I love you, no brethren. Every time I think about that, my belly is it off, man. I know the lady that care about me still. Yeah, man, but that lady never want nothing to do with me emotionally if it get caught up for she set me upset. It's like I said, my view. No, forgive me, boy, I give my view to it. A 119, with here I talk about one man we analyze a little done taxi boy. We analyze one woman and them I say because of bun or because of money. Now what me I say is this. If I for bun, I fuck with. If I for money, me not know about the business. Because sometimes when you get in a business, man, will cut off your head for business. So me not want once money involved, some business part of it one. But under no circumstance a woman love you today and then she tell you she don't love you no more and you got to analyze her. That is just insanity to the highest degree. And if you're there with that woman and you give her $100 billion and she spend it off and then run you and you give her, she never put no gun on your head. Now, if it's a business, I mean I say, woman, yeah, brethren, I'm a rate, yeah. So that $1.5 million, yeah, honor yours, you know, but through my rate, yeah, you know how to handle the money and put it up for me. And either which part I go, then rob me. And you are telling me, so you're not going to be. And a business, and I like me, I pay pussy pension or not like that, then a business. Now, when you take my money and go spend it up on some other man, then me not gonna say what you have to do. Me not get involved in that. That a people business. That a business. You see the difference? You see the subtlety? You see you draw the line? It's like domestic violence. A man beating woman, mash her up bad, and you as a strong man go see that and jump out and help her and probably have to, the man start put lick on you like a young girl, you have to knock out the man brawling. Now the man a pray you one away and all you do I try to save this woman and the man a go pray you that means if you ever let yourself kill this the man a go open up your head back. No different now when me a ride my bicycle I come down and when me look, is a taxi guy that I say I'm gonna kill this woman and kill her, this other woman. When me look at my neighbor and her daughter. I'll know I'm not get to see that neighbor there. I just saw the most I work in and send angel in. When I look for ones with wing, when I can't see the wing. Sometimes it's just a little man. Sometimes it's just a little a the man where I sell the box jewels, the most I use, nature use. What I'm just said, three little things there. And that three little things I mean nothing to everybody else for they around, but it resonates with you. Why? Because you ask the question and this is the answer and it coming in all different variations. Sometimes I'm gonna read a newspaper and you are past just looking at the headline, you get your answer. That's how nature work. That's how the creator work. But if you don't align yourself, you're gonna miss all of that. And not chase distraction. Literally. Lost at sea. Will never be able to find your way. Impossible. Impossible. Because you don't have no compass out there. You don't have no guidance out there. And most people don't want guidance. They don't want that compass. They don't want that truth. Them say too harsh. I'm talk so. I'm going so. Oh, he's so ugly. I don't like it. Then what I have to do with the truth? You know what I mean? Ignore all of these other things and look at the truth. Are you free? Can you express what it is to be free? Are them kind of basic things. Yeah, man. So, and I'm nothing for prove, I am. Yes, I. You know, say boy, that's why I keep on always as a self-application. I'm going to say a knowledge, like accurate knowledge above the ignorance. Yeah, man, your intelligence not come out of the church, it not come out of the school, And we see what the politicians are like out there. So you know intelligence can't derive from absolutely no politician. And I don't agree with them. I call the politician wife yam head. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like me need to defend this lady and her husband do not like a bone in me. Yeah, but yam head, boy, well, I know say I give me for ya, man. So I leave it alone. Yeah, man. But if me are the prime minister, I'm here all a vlogger. I call my wife Yamed. You take on the vlogger they like how you say Will Smith take on the next brethren, the Chris Rock. Yeah man, don't talk about my wife as a Yamed. You understand? But again, I don't know if they're my husband and wife just on paper, legally, like the business union, because people were married, you know. Legally them married, but them not live together for all 30, 40 years. But you see when them dead, at them time they say them legality come back together. You don't know how that works. This is why we have as man and woman out there, we need to know what's up. Like me, I am unmarried people. I'm not formally married, never legally married, me never married and me go foreign to get my green card. Me never do none of that. No. When the most I form my union, I know it divine. I not forget no legality from nobody. And when the most I separate the union, or if even changes make on that moment end, then I know it's divine. I not have no disillusion. I not hey, I need a letter of divorce. Then I never get no letter of no. It's just divine. And you're not gonna kill nobody. You're not gonna fight nobody. You're not gonna stalk nobody. You leave the people and let them go freely. And listen up, woman. If me if you leave Uno out there, anyone at Uno, nobody come stop me. Well, you're not the kind of man when a woman play with like that. You're mad. No, a woman will say, yeah, hear me. Me done with him, but me not tell him say me done until me gone somewhere else. I mean that unnecessary. Because I say patterns. You can't fool me. No woman, no man, it a go hard. I must say, let me entertain you. Let me give you strength even though we know you're going to feel. You understand? And most of the time, I'm not necessarily the people and feel. Sometimes a man like me feel. A man like me just is incapable of loving, probably appropriately. Probably that's what it is. A man like me can have them instead. I hear him say, brawling. Yeah, man, I can be probably a man like me, not qualified. Yeah, for a proper relationship. Probably a man like me need to entertain all of them and might attain success in an all trip. Probably, probably. But I don't think so. Because I live this way, long time. When we choose, who we choose, and never nobody just come on and, yabba yabba. No. And I like the fact where we maintain with dignity, we maintain with principle, because I'm not look around me. You never ever hear my video chaotic, like, my woman a beat me around here, so me have to rush them ones out. No, I value the peace of mind. Yeah, man. I value the peace of mind. Yeah, man. If you're going to go to war, at this you want war for. You want warfare, preserve your peace of mind. Yeah, to maintain that peace of mind, or even to establish the peace of mind. Yeah, man. And that's why when we love organically. When a surface lover, yeah, and we love sincerely, yeah, and we stay truthfully. So we now have the issue them for the ones that we get out there. And we welcome all heartbreak. Yeah, it's nothing new. What I now go get from with are the adverse reaction or the crazy. I'm not saying man, and we are it. Are you insane? And I realize we are the suffering man. You know what I mean? And when you women realize who are the sovereign woman, then we're going to great out here, man. People now going to just easily take advantage of it. Literally, we're going to be alright. We just need to be aware of who we are and just love ourselves for that. Yeah, man, that way we can love people organically, not just for what they think they can get, or just, you know, as if you're an emotional handbag, or just, you know, them add on the way you add to your up. You're just, no, you have to be sincere, adapt to your authentic, you know, that make you authentic. Anyway, my time up. I don't know. I don't know how many days out here so long I yap, but you don't know. Philosophical reasoning, and as usual, we give thanks. Some other notification running. You have some little people, I don't know them, but them have this little thing where them I say hi, I mean I understand this little hi nonsense. The mess here hi about. Salute free people. Complete gratitude out